So once again, if we start, we have the smallest collection of numbers, which is called natural numbers. These are your counting numbers, and the counting starts from 1 and keeps on going. It is endless. And sometimes you also refer to it as up to infinity. You might have heard of the word infinity. Infinity is like even you keep counting, you keep going beyond, and there is no end to it. Something which you cannot reach. That's called infinity. So, and the collection of natural numbers is represented by capital N. So this is the smallest collection of numbers that we have. And what happens is there is a one number which is missing, which we actually require when dealing with day-to-day problems. Like for example, if I take attendance of your class and I want to write down how many students are present, how many students are absent, the number of students, the counting, and I want to mention that if in your class all students are present, there is no absentee. So to represent no absentee in your class, which is the number that we use? Can anyone tell me? Zero. So zero is a number which is missing here, which we need to use in day-to-day life to represent nothing. So when we take zero along with this collection of numbers, along with our counting numbers, so we get a new collection. The list is modified. It becomes a new list with just the addition of a new number, that is zero. It's a new representation. And this new collection is represented by W, and these are called whole numbers. As such, अगर हम काम कर रहे हैं अपनी डे टू डे लाइफ में, मुझे लगता है इनसे हमारा काम चल जाता है. We don't need any more numbers than these. But there are certain situations when we want to represent values smaller than zero. हमें zero से भी पीछे वाली values को represent करना पड़ता है. Think about the temperatures below zero. जब बहुत ज़्यादा ठंड होती है, the temperature falls below 0 degrees Celsius. So those temperatures are recorded in the negatives. Or if you are representing the depth, if you're representing depth of any object, so if you're going below sea level, so above sea level, whatever the height is, it's represented using positive numbers, also called as your natural numbers. The sea level actually is the zero level, where there is no height, no depth. And when you go below the sea level, the values are now less than zero. So those values are represented with negative numbers. So when we start using negative numbers along with this collection of whole numbers, इनके साथ हमारे पास negative numbers आ गए, and as we keep decreasing, we keep going below 5, below 0. The way I have written, यहाँ पे 0 है, हम 0 से जब पीछे जाना शुरू करेंगे तो हमारे पास negative values आएंगी. तो counting अगर हम कर रहे हैं, we are increasing. So as you move away from 0, you can see towards the right, the values are increasing. Towards the left of 0, the values are decreasing. Although the numbers are same, but they have a different sign with them. Now they are preceded by a minus sign representing that they are negative numbers and their value is actually less than 0. They are lower than 0. And this new collection is called as integers, where you have positive numbers. These are your positive numbers, and you have the negatives of these positive numbers along with 0, which is called a neutral number. So these are your positive numbers, negative numbers, and 0 is called a neutral number, which doesn't belong to the category of positive or negative numbers. And these together, 0 and positive numbers, these are called non-negative numbers. आपके पास कुछ स्टेटमेंट्स आएंगी जहां पे हम ये वर्ड यूज करते हैं जब हम बोलते हैं नॉन नेगेटिव. सो इफ आई से पॉजिटिव, यू विल बी पिकिंग ओनली काउंटिंग नंबर्स, एंड इफ आई से नॉन नेगेटिव नंबर्स, यू कैन आल्सो टेक 0. आई होप दैट्स मेकिंग सेंस टू यू.
मैम 0 तो नॉन पॉजिटिव नंबर भी हो सकता है.
हाँ, हम बोल सकते हैं, बट हमारी जब हम जनरली मैथ्स में लिखते हैं ना, तो नॉन पॉजिटिव से ज्यादा नॉन नेगेटिव वर्ड यूज होता है. बट दिस एक्चुअली क्लैरिफाइज कि अगर आपको नॉन पॉजिटिव भी दिया हुआ है, नॉन पॉजिटिव में आपके पास क्या आ जाएंगे, 0 और आपके पास नेगेटिव नंबर्स आ जाएंगे. इन केस इट्स यूज, बट इट्स वेरी रेयर, नॉन पॉजिटिव बहुत कम आता है. Usually you will come across questions जहाँ पे लिखा होगा there is a number which is non-negative. Non-negative means you are dealing with whole numbers. Simply stating, non-negative numbers is whole numbers, and positive numbers are your natural numbers, if I put it this way. Okay, especially if I'm not referring, let's just do a correction here. Rather than referring to positive numbers, if I am talking about positive integers and non-negative integers, numbers would be of various sorts, and that's what we are focusing on here. So positive integers are your natural numbers, non-negative integers are your whole numbers. So just be a little careful. Positive को ये नहीं सोचना कि उसमें आपके पास सॉरी नहीं non-negative को. Some students consider कि non-negative और positive दोनों same है. They are not synonyms. They are not equal. Anyone would like to ask anything till here?
No, ma'am.
All right. And integers actually, yes.
Ma'am, why non-negative numbers are not equal to positive integers?
बेटा नॉन नेगेटिव जब हम बोलते हैं तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि आपके पास जितने इंटीजर्स हैं उसमें से आपको नेगेटिव वालों को एक्सक्लूड करना है. ठीक है, अगर आप इंटीजर्स की लिस्ट में से नेगेटिव इंटीजर्स को एक्सक्लूड कर देते हो, आप ये वाली जो लिस्ट है नेगेटिव नंबर्स की ये एक्सक्लूड कर देते हो, आपके पास ये लिस्ट बन जाती है. ये चेक आउट दिस लिस्ट. दिस लिस्ट इज एक्चुअली सेम एज द लिस्ट ऑफ होल नंबर्स. जब हमने नेगेटिव नंबर्स को एक्सक्लूड कर दिया, एक्सक्लूड नेगेटिव इंटीजर्स, वी आर लेफ्ट विद होल नंबर्स. अब अगर मैं इस सेम लिस्ट में, इस इंटीजर्स की लिस्ट में, इफ आई ओनली फोकस ऑन पॉजिटिव इंटीजर्स, दिस इज द लिस्ट ऑफ पॉजिटिव इंटीजर्स. And this list actually, the positive integers is the list of natural numbers. So positive integers मेरे natural numbers हैं. Non-negative integers जैसे मैंने कहा वो whole numbers बनते हैं. So natural numbers और whole numbers equal नहीं है. There is one difference. सिर्फ एक value का फर्क है, but yes, they are unequal.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. So the next thing we want to know is like natural numbers are represented by capital N, whole numbers are represented by capital W, and the set of integers, the collection of integers is represented by capital Z, right? So this is the representation for integers. Now this is strange representation. This is how it is. And then after this we have all other numbers. Okay. Now, if you look at your day-to-day life, हमारी life में negative numbers का use कम है, but we come across only when we are looking at temperatures or depths. Certain situations, maybe you come across somewhere else. Maybe if you have to maintain a record जहाँ पे हम profit loss की बात कर रहे हैं, तब हम कर सकते हैं. Profit can be represented by positive integers, loss can be represented by negative integers. Negative integers से ज़्यादा जो हमारी life में और चीजें use होती हैं, वो है हमारे पास fractions. Something that we use more often than we use negative numbers are fractions. So integers के अलावा हमारे पास आ जाता है parts of a whole. Parts of a whole are represented by fractions, right? Fractions, or you can use decimals for that. अब अगर मैं ओवरऑल बात करूं, अभी तक हमने जितने नंबर्स यहाँ पे डिस्कस किए हैं, नेचुरल नंबर्स, होल नंबर्स, या फिर हम फ्रैक्शंस की बात करें या हम डेसिमल्स की बात करें, यही नंबर्स हैं जो हम डे टू डे लाइफ में यूज करते हैं. सो इफ आई हैड टू पुट टुगेदर ऑल ऑफ दीज, आई वुड सिंपली से कि रियल वर्ल्ड में हम जितने भी नंबर्स के अक्रॉस आते हैं, व्हिचएवर नंबर्स वी कम अक्रॉस in our day-to-day life in the real world, those numbers are called as real numbers. Yes, simply stating, this is the collection that you will be studying in the next class. अगर हम बात करें कि हमारे पास कितने तरह के numbers होते हैं, तो overall जितने भी numbers के साथ हम deal करते हैं in day-to-day life in the real world, those numbers are called as real numbers. And I'm actually stressing on the word real numbers because later on in higher classes there are going to be numbers which do not exist in the real world. Those are called imaginary numbers. So as the word says, they are imaginary. अगर वो exist करते तो उनकी क्या properties होती? You will be studying in higher classes. As for now, we will focus on all the numbers which we can use in our day-to-day life in the real world. So those numbers are called as real numbers, and it is overall the collection of all of these numbers which we use in day-to-day life. Now,
Mami ji,
all right, just give me a moment.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, please admit me here.
I just admitted her. I don't know. Okay, I think just a
Yes,
minute.
ma'am. She is disconnected.
She's disconnected because she is not in
Yes,
the
ma'am.
waiting room anymore.
One.
She's not in the waiting room anymore. She was. I did admit her, but now I can't see her. Let me see if she has. Yeah, she has joined, I think. Yeah, she is in the class right now.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So if I had simply a list of numbers which can either be put in a decimal form or a fractional form, those are the numbers which I use in my day-to-day life. Any number, जो ऊपर numbers जितने भी लिखे हुए हैं, these can be put in a form of the fraction or a decimal form. So these are all called the numbers. These are the numbers which I use in my day-to-day life, and these will be called real numbers. Now, if I had to simply put it in the form of a table, let's just simplify this rather than going over this. We have the smallest collection of natural numbers. These are the counting numbers, right? इसमें आपके पास 1, 2, 3, so on है. This is the collection of natural numbers, the smallest collection that we have. इस list में जब हम zero add कर देते हैं, this is the new list that you get. This new list is called the set of whole numbers. And after that, if I take this collection and I introduce negative numbers along with this, which go infinitely in both directions. These are called integers. This is the collection of integers. And इसमें ये सारे cover हो जाएंगे. आपके whole numbers and natural numbers or all are covered over here. And इसके बाद आपके पास अगर हम बात करें, ये पूरी की पूरी जो collection है, इसके अलावा हम use करते हैं fractions or decimals. That's it. And this complete collection will be called as the collection of real numbers. And the collection of real numbers is represented by capital R. This whole collection over here. Any questions still here? All right. Now, before we proceed, I would like to discuss exercise 1.1 with you. This is something which you've already done, and then we can go further. We will come back to the types.
अच्छा खुद
Daksh. Yeah. Before we proceed, or I actually provide you with a new type of name here. ये आपसे जितने भी मैंने number systems discuss किए हैं, you're all familiar with this. So before I introduce a new concept, I hope you have all recalled कि ये कौन सी types के numbers के सारे anyone who does not remember any of these. This has just been recapitulation till now. Okay. So we are now going to discuss exercise 1.1, which is on page number 5 in your textbooks. So if I had to talk about the definition for rational numbers, this is what we use. Let me know. This is the definition of rational numbers, जो आपको लिखवाई जाती है क्लास में. Can anyone tell me what are rational numbers?
Ma'am, the fraction form is known as the rational numbers.
Right?
Ma'am,
When
in
we
P by Q form where Q is not equal to 0.
तो अगर हमारे पास नंबर है जिसको हम ओवर फॉर्म में लिख सकते हैं, ओवर फॉर्म में रादर आई वुड से विच कैन बी रिटन एज अ रेशो. Why they are called rational numbers? Because this actually represents a ratio. This is P is to Q. So ratio जब हम लिखते हैं दो values की, that ratio represents a number, and all the numbers which can be expressed as a ratio of two integers, provided the second integer which will be appearing in the denominator of the fraction will not be 0. So वो सारे के सारे numbers मेरे पास rational numbers. We can call those numbers rational numbers. And as such, अगर मैं वापस डिस्कस करती हूँ जो हमने अभी नंबर्स पढ़े थे, जितने नंबर्स अभी हमने पढ़े हैं, can you say whether or not these are rational or irrational? Sorry, whether or not these are rational. If I speak about natural numbers,
Rational.
whole numbers, or yes, they are all rational numbers. And rational numbers जो है, these are actually of the form P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0 and PQ represent integers. Now this I'm not sure whether yes, अगर हम उसको बोलते हैं co-prime would mean that they are represented in the standard form of a rational number. जब हम PQ को lowest forms में express कर देते हैं, अगर मैं बोलती हूँ बेटा 12 by 15 it is still a rational number although it's not in its lowest form. ठीक है, वो हमारी condition हो जाएगी if P and Q are co-prime. अगर मैं ये बोलती हूँ PQ are co-prime means their FCF is 1. So that condition applies to the standard form of rational number where the denominator is positive and the fraction is expressed in the lowest terms. That's the standard form of a rational number. Otherwise, in general, अगर मैं किसी भी number को over form में लिख सकती हूँ, something in the numerator, something in the denominator, provided the number below the line in the denominator is not 0, then that number is called as rational numbers. And all these types of numbers can also be converted into decimals. Yes. अगर आपके पास कोई fraction है, आप उसको decimals में convert कर सकते हो, equivalent decimal. For example, if you have say 10 by 2, this will be 5, right? This can also be written as 5.0. Or let us say if you have 100 by 8, this can also be written as a decimal.
12.5.
12.5.
12.5.
Now, there are certain places where you can actually convert a fraction or a rational number into a decimal form, but in that case, the decimal expansion is actually non-terminating. It doesn't come to an end. For example, if we take 10 by 3, if you carry out the division of 10 by 3, you realize that you can keep on calculating this and it does not come to an end. So this is non-ending, right? और इसके लिए जो हम word technically use करते हैं वो है non-terminating. Terminate means to come to an end. So non-terminating means not coming to an end. तो अगर आपके पास decimal form जो है, decimal form also called as decimal expansion is non-terminating. उस केस में जब हम इस decimal form को compact form में लिखें तो हम इस तरह से लिखते हैं. The repeating values are written with a bar on top. The repeating values are written with a bar on top. Another example that you could take is if you are solving suppose 1 by 7. अगर आप 1 by 7 solve करते हो, carry out the division of 1 by 7. जो आपका decimal answer आएगा, it will have some portion which repeats itself. So आपके पास जब इसकी division होगी तो answer आपका आता है 0.142857 और इसके बाद वापस ये चीज आ जाती है 142857 and then you again have 142857 but still it doesn't end anywhere. आप जब डिवीजन करोगे इसकी, आई वुड लाइक टू जस्ट शो दिस टू यू. इट विल बी बेटर इफ यू जस्ट टेक अ लुक. So this is what we have. Just take a look. यहाँ पे इन्होंने कुछ examples दी हैं. Carrying out the division of 10 by 3. So this is non-terminating. ये खत्म नहीं हो रही division. This comes to n. This terminates. And over here, 1 has been divided by 7. इसकी division की है. यहाँ पे इस point पे जब आप reach करते हो, you realize कि ये हम वापस यहाँ पे आगे जहाँ से हमने start किया था. इतने स्टेप्स करने के बाद हम वापस वहीं पहुंच गए जहां से हमने बिगिन किया था. दैट मींस इस स्टेप पे जो प्रीवियस स्टेप्स हैं सारे के सारे 1 2 3 4 5 6 ये सारे 6 स्टेप्स वापस आएंगे. उसके बाद आप फिर 1 पे पहुंच जाओगे, फिर ये 6 स्टेप्स आएंगे, फिर आप 1 पे पहुंच जाओगे. सो दिस विल कीप गोइंग ऑन एंड ऑन एंड ऑन एंड दिस डज नॉट टर्मिनेट. सो देयर आर 2 टाइप्स ऑफ डेसिमल एक्सपेंशंस फॉर एनी रैशनल नंबर. कोई भी अगर आपके पास रैशनल नंबर होगा तो उसकी 2 तरह की डेसिमल एक्सपेंशंस होंगी. वन which comes to an end, which is called terminating decimal expansion, whereas there are other type of decimal expansions which do not come to an end. और जो decimal expansions they do not come to an end, they follow a certain pattern. वो pattern ये होगा कि पॉइंट के बाद वाला जो पोर्शन है, जो आपका डेसिमल पार्ट है, उसमें या तो एक डिजिट रिपीट होगा या फिर अ नंबर ऑफ digits repeat होंगे. In this case 3 is repeating. In the fractional part 3 is repeating and इसको हम लिखेंगे कैसे? So point के बाद जो digit repeat हो रहा है उसके ऊपर हम ये horizontal line draw कर देते हैं which is called as bar. और इस केस में जब हमने last the third rational number was carried out to like division was carried out and we wanted to put it in decimal form, the part which repeats is 1 4 2 8 5 7 और इसके बाद ये वापस आएगा. तो ये 6 डिजिट्स रिपीट हो रहे हैं, हम इन पूरे 6 डिजिट्स के ऊपर बार लगा देते हैं. So these are the 2 types of decimal expansions that we have in case of rational numbers. जब भी कोई fractional value है उसको हम points में change करते हैं. There are 2 types of decimal expansions that we may obtain. One could be terminating and the other one could be non-terminating. So rational numbers आपने अभी तक इस फॉर्म में स्टडी किए हैं, फ्रैक्शनल फॉर्म में. So these can be put in decimal form. Any rational number, कोई भी फ्रैक्शन है उसको हम डेसिमल फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं. And the decimal form could be terminating, which could come to an end, and the second category is where it doesn't come to an end, but in this case, there is a pattern which the digits follow. And how do we say? It's called repeating, as you can observe over here.
Recurring.
Recurring. Yes, another word that we use is repeating or recurring. जो बार बार occur करे, that's called recurring. So non-terminating and repeating. So one type will be this, decimal form will be terminating, and the other one will be where it is non-terminating, खत्म नहीं हो रही लेकिन एक pattern follow कर रही है. So this is the decimal representation for the rational numbers that we have. Anyone who would like to ask anything till here? Thank you so much, Anupama. Okay, Sukhraj is having some problem with the connection. Just send a message to Sukhraj that he can try again. All right. Anyone with any questions still here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So This is just an overview what you will be coming across later on. So I'm going back to the exercise that we have, exercise 1.1. So ये वाला जो काम है आपने पहले से किया हुआ है. If you look at question number 2 and question number 3, right? You have done these type of questions last year. Yeah. So let's just start with question number 1. In question number 1, they are saying, is 0 a rational number? Can you put it in the form P by Q, where
Yes.
these two are integers? Yes. 0 can be written as. Now the fact is 0 can, you can write any number in the denominator. अगर आपके पास 0 है, 0 can be written with any number in the denominator. It will still be a 0. So there are various forms in which you can represent 0 as P over Q form. Right? You just have to ensure one thing कि जो भी number आप denominator में लिख रहे हो वो non-zero है. Then any number that you have in the denominator is non-zero. And before we discuss question number 2 and question number 3, I'm going to discuss question number 4 here. Question number 4, we have true, false. State whether the following statements are true or false. Give reasons for your answer. The first part that you have is every natural number is a whole number.
True.
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 All the numbers which are
True.
listed, yes, all the numbers which are listed in the collection of natural numbers are also listed in the collection of whole numbers. So this statement
Whole
is
numbers.
true. Every integer is a whole number.
False.
This is false. There are
The negatives are not.
negative integers do not belong to the category of whole numbers. Non-negative integers are whole numbers. Not every integer is a whole number, only the non-negative integers are whole numbers. I hope it's making sense now why I particularly mentioned the word non-negative.
Yes,
And then
ma'am.
we have every rational number is a whole number.
False.
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 The collection of
False.
rational numbers is way larger than the collection of whole numbers. So we have only first statement true here, the second and the third statements are false. Now going back to these questions where you have to find out rational numbers between two whole numbers or two integers or maybe two rational numbers. यहाँ पे आपको दिए हुए हैं two whole numbers 3 and 4. Whole numbers के बीच में आपको rational numbers ढूंढने हैं. Question number 3 में आपको कहा गया है there are two rational numbers. आपको उनके बीच में और rational numbers find करने हैं. And then there could be two integers also. Even then you can do the same. I hope you have done the same method everyone. Probably सभी ने एक ही method किया होगा. The first step is to make them like fractions or like rational numbers, and then you proceed. If we just take a look at question number 2, we have to find out 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. The first step that we have is we want to write these as fractions. So 3 and 4 by 1. As such, there are no numbers in between 3 and 4. लेकिन अगर हम fractions की बात करें, yes, 3 के बाद बहुत सारे fractional values हैं जो exist करती हैं. And the easiest way to do that is keeping in mind how many numbers we require. We are going to convert these into equivalent rational numbers. So both of these rational numbers will be converted into equivalent rational numbers. I hope you remember how to convert them into equivalent rational numbers. आप किसी number से multiply करते हो, both the numerator and denominator, they are multiplied with same number. So I can just simply multiply with 10 here. So this will be 30 by 10 and the second number will be 40 by 10. And now if I look at these numbers from 30 by 10 up to 40 by 10, there will be infinitely many numbers which lie, or if I only had to list my counting, 31 by 10, 32 by 10 and